Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss. And you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you. And we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, man, y'all know what today is. Today is Monday. And, man, what happens on Monday is the Cowboy Up podcast. Man, let me introduce the crew to you. Man, to my right, to my left, to my left, to my right, man. My player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is my man, Kuiper AZ. What's up, Kuiper?
What's good, guys? Hope you guys had a great weekend.
Man, it was all right. it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot better for the
a lot better.
It could have been. And man, from the ATL, it's my man, Chop. What's your point? What's up, Chop?
Man, what's good? What's good? What's good, gentlemen? How y'all doing? What's up, Kite?
Man, we doing.
What's
I know. Like I say, we could have been doing better, but hey, it is what it is. So let's go. Let's keep it pushing, man. The college football playoffs is out. They done made they selections of 12 teams. There's a lot of folks pissed off. So a lot of people took their ball and went home because they was upset.
Yeah.
The Cowboys had a slip up in Motor City. Man, it's a lot of things that happened over the weekend, man, that we really need to talk about. Also, I saw a little breaking news, man, a few minutes ago. They was talking about Phillip Rivers is working out with the Colts. I was like, well, damn, okay. I said, man, they desperate as
crazy.
Phillip Rivers ain't played in 5 years, has he? 5, 6 years?
Yeah,
maybe?
that's wild.
Wow.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, man. It's a lot of stuff, man. So we're gonna get into all of it. What about that, man? Let's talk about this shit, man. Let's talk about this. Man, let's start in the Motor City. Shit, the Cowboys go up there, man, and everything that we talked about the week before, keys to victory for the Cowboys to win the game, basically did not happen. Number one, we said, hey, Cowboys better stop Jahmyr Gibbs. They better stop Jahmyr Gibbs or it's going to be an issue. That didn't happen. We said we better stop the pass rush from the Detroit Lions because they hadn't really done nothing in a long time. Aiden Hutchinson, that didn't happen. We said that our offense need to be consistent, getting the end zone in the red zone. The first half, all we did was kick field goals, so that didn't happen. It was a lot of things that we said the keys to victory for the Cowboys to beat the Lions did not happen. And guess what? The Cowboys didn't beat the Lions. And for us to be amateur commentators, also fans of the team and actually analysts, we're all amateurs at this. A lot of people get paid a lot of money to do exactly what we did for free. We knew what was going to happen. Okay. If the Cowboys didn't do their part. Okay. And what happened was the obvious. When you can't stop nobody in the NFL, you get your ass whipped. You get your butt whipped. 21, are you ready there? I see you down there. You ready, 21? There you go. It's been a while, man. I say, man, my boy 915 just strolled through the back door. What's up, 21? How you doing, man?
What's going on, fellas? It's been a minute, man. You got a baby that's just running around all the time. That little girl keeps me busy, man. That little girl keeps me busy. But we good, man. What's up, fellas? What's going on, man? We're talking about this Lions game where, and this offensive line just didn't look healthy. This defense, these linebackers. I could have ran faster than what's his name? What was his name? Shit, I could have ran faster than shit. I even forgot his name, bro. And, what was that one linebacker running for his life?
Murray,
bro. Man.
Murray.
It was a tough watch. It was a total 180 from the team we had seen the previous weeks. It was just we were wondering, if the consistency was finally going to be. We had 3 games of consistency, and then man, we get those Cowboys again, the ones that where we know every Sunday we're going to go and we just don't know what we're going to get, right? So we got those Cowboys again against these Lions, and it was a tough watch, man. But we saw it.
This is where I want to start, man. I want to start here. The special teams meltdowns, bro. I think the worst starting position the Lions had, I think, was the 40.
Exactly.
40. Exactly. I think the worst. starting positions the Detroit Lions had in the whole game. Not a possession, the whole game,
the entire game
was their own 40.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump out of sequence, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Remember when the Cowboys got in between, got to 3. They fought their way back to 3. Next thing you know, we kick off the ball, we kicks the ball off, and they get the fucking ball over the 50. 3 plays later, touchdown.
Yep.
It's just like all the work that the Cowboys offense did to get back in this basically just totally disappeared, bro. So, Corner, I see you. Hear you. What's up, Corner? I'm glad you can make it in, Corner.
What up, man?
This is. Let's start there. So, special teams meltdown. I'm gonna start with you, Kuiper. Kuiper, please, man, explain it to me. It's not that hard. What happened? What happened?
Honestly, I was getting a little mad that they get kicking to the same person. You know, at some point you got to kick it to the other side, and the blocking was just horrendous. The block shedding was horrendous. Nobody got off their blocks. Nobody was able to get free before he even passed the 35-yard line. By that point, you got to start just kicking out of bounds, man. Just kick it all the way through the end zone. Give them at least a 35, because Jesus Christ, man, for the 40-yard line to be the worst spot is just ridiculous. That's coaching to me.
And it was rough. Chop, what you think, baby?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the first time I think the whole world actually could make a comment on our special teams. I think they gave up something like 210 yards is what was being reported. I was listening to CJ Goodwin, and they asked him exactly what happened. And he was like, he said they had our number. Something that they figured out on the special team. But like me, I'm like Kuiper. Kick it to the other side. At least try the other side. I mean, it wasn't that hard. You had, 44 opportunities, to kick it.
Right?
I think we missed Bone Fossil. Whatever he was doing, because you notice how Cavante Turpin is just running right into the teeth of every kickoff or punt return. I'm not understanding that. He hasn't had not one big play this year, and that's I think it's coaching. Bone Fossil's not here, and it's showing up now. But I mean, come on, punt return, kickoff return. They start at the 40 on every possession.
Yep.
Never had to drive the length of the field.
Nope.
That was freaking crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah. Corner, I'm gonna leave you for last because I know you got something, because we kind of talked about this in the last show. 21. How'd you feel when every damn possession was starting at midfield against the Cowboys so-called improved defense?
It's like we couldn't just, I was trying to think. I'm like, damn, the new kickoff rule is at the 40 or what? I start every possession. I was like, damn. But my thing is, when you see your prized, and we haven't even paid the man, but when you see your prized kicker take a tackle like that, it's shit. Shit's not going right. You don't want you see Brandon Aubrey. You see his build. That dude shouldn't be getting hit, bro. That dude shouldn't be even having to make a tackle. For him to make a tackle, luckily he made it, but you don't want this man getting hurt out there. And Chop made a good point, man. With Turpin, I think Turpin is getting to a point where it's just like, I don't even know how I can defend this dude, man. And then what pisses me off more is every time he gets up, he hits the ball like if he was about to make the biggest run ever. And it's just like, damn, Turpin, like, start running somewhere else besides to to the guy that's blocked. Every time he'll run into one of his own teammates right in the back. And it's just like, come on, man. I think it's time we need to switch that up. Maybe see somebody else get a return, or because I don't know, man. I just think Turpin, we caught a little fire at the beginning, right? A little, what do they call it? You call it, you caught a little fire in a cup for a little bit, but I feel like that shit just done ran out already, man. Because it's just every time he touches the ball, I'm just like, here we go, and he runs straight into a defender.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right though. You're right. All right, corner. I'm ready, man. Give it to me. Come on.
We're gonna stay on topic. So on the special teams thing of it, man, look, it just wasn't a good day for the special teams. I think the special teams is a strength with Brian Anger, with and with Brandon Aubrey. Now, I agree with Armando 21 on the Cavante Turpin. I've been on Cavante Turpin's case for all year. I told you guys when Jay Tuck was here that I'm sick of Cavante Turpin. And then the next week he recovers a fumble that George Pickens put on the ground. But look, I think the Lions were just physical. Sometimes it's okay to be punched in the mouth. It was a bad time to be punched in the mouth, but our special team just got punched in the mouth. The Lions looked like the more hungrier team in all three phases of the game, and special teams included. And as your guy Nick would say on Twitter, special teams matters, and it mattered a lot against them Lions, man.
Yeah, man, because I wanna blame. Well, I am gonna blame a lot on our defense, but man, I think the whole time our special teams put them in bad situations, bro. I really do. I just think, man, every time they were at a deficiency in the whole game, it just seems like soon as like the offense did something, and next thing you know, hey, the defense is back on their heels once again, and also the third down conversions also was fucking killing us again. I thought we had rectified that, but bro, when there was absolutely no pressure on Detroit's quarterback at all, no gaps was filled. Whenever Jameer wanted, especially in the second half, whenever he wanted to hit a hole, hey man, the hole was there. It was just super frustrating, man. It was, and this leads me to the defensive backs, bro. I know Rue said that Diggs would improve what we have on the field. And I don't know why he's not here. He said he was going to be here. I don't understand what was going on in the secondary. I want to start. I'm gonna start with 21. 21, what was going on? I mean, everybody, dude, was just running. And then it's supposed to be St. Brown was supposed to be hurt, and he's running free. I mean, it don't matter who was holding it, he's just running free. Hey, Kuiper, help me. What's the second receiver name? The real fast kid, the thin.
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. Oh my God. I thought he was Jerry Rice. I was like, what the hell? Is our secondary that bad? 21.
Bro, they was exploiting us so bad. I thought Sam Laporta was about to have a field day. Was that the tight end? The tight end was killing us at the beginning, and I feel like they adjusted a little bit. But yeah, that defensive back room oh man, they were killing us, bro. They were killing us. They just did. Goff just did whatever, and like you said, no pressure. He stood back there and just did his thing, man. But these defensive backs, what can you say, man? You see the play, you see the non-tackling issue. These guys just don't tackle. I feel like everybody's just trying to punch the ball out, and I get it, but it's like if that's what they're teaching you before they teach you to wrap your arms around, it's like they're teaching now just go straight for the punch. That's because that's what you see dudes going into right away. You see that arm extend because they're trying to, instead of tackling the dudes, man, and it's frustrating. Like the big fella says, it's frustrating to watch. You see it, you're just like, come on, man. You see these dudes break 1-2 tackles, and it's like, come on, man.
Man, Kuiper, you told me, you my player personnel director. You told me I was gonna like Siobhan Revel. You told me.
I know, man. He's still rookie.
Him and Bland looked like they were on highlight posters for the Detroit Lions, bro. Explain to me, man. What's going on, man? Tell me something,
Bro, they just suck. They just suck right now, man. I don't know what to tell you about Deron Black. I've been trying to say the dude is garbage at the moment. Siobhan Rebel, man, he just seemed like he was playing scared. He was too scared of Williams' speed, and he didn't want to make mistakes. And every time that he did, you could just see he was overthinking his positions, his feet, and he was just getting beat left and right. But the tackling really was horrendous. So that much rack yardage is ridiculous. That was just so sad to see. But again, when your safeties suck this bad and you don't have anybody to make a play in the secondary or who can go bat a ball or even just make the simple tackles, you're gonna see these NFL teams throw all over this defense. Doesn't matter if you have pressure or not.
Yeah. Corner, what you think, man? Corner. I know last week you said that you were not sold yet. I'm bringing it back because, hey, you were 1,000% right. 1,000. I'll up that. 2,000. No, fuck it. 5,000% right that you wasn't sold. And I said, no, corner, man, they looking better. They looking better. And then once we play against a team like the Lions who can put up points, that's what we got. Explain to me again, corner. What's the problem? Tell me what the problem is, corner.
Well, I'm going to stick up for Siobhan Rebel. I like Siobhan Rebel a lot. He's going to be a good talent here. I think this was his third or fourth game in the National Football League. But Matt Eberflus was the issue here. And then obviously the run defense was obviously an issue as well. So, it's almost like the Cowboys offense. You get that running game going, you're going to be able to put up a lot of points, and Pickens and CD and Ferguson and, guys like Ryan Flournoy, they're going to eat. And so that was the case here. We couldn't stop the run. And what hurt us in the past, in the passing game, we played 80% zone. 80% zone.
Yeah,
this is not a zone defense. How many times do we have to resort back to this? This is what Dan Quinn ran in the playoffs against the Green Bay Packers. It didn't work. Matt Eberflus running the same thing that these corners cannot do, and that is zone covers. Siobhan Rebel is a man. Deron Bland is a man guy. All right. Kalen Carson is a man guy. These zone defenses, and I don't know what the point was of running it as much as he did. I don't know if he was nervous because Clowney wasn't out there to set the edge. I have no idea. But Matt Eberflus needs to be fired immediately because we're going to have the same headache next year. And we're going to be sitting here probably with the same record in 1 year from today and saying, why is Matt Eberflus still on this team? Because he has not learned his lesson. We are a man defense, and it's time to play that. Now, their success stems from can't stop the running game, stems from can't sack Jared Goff, and it stemmed from Deron Bland and Siobhan Rebel playing zone, period. I mean, that is the recipe for disaster for any defense.
Man, all right, Chop. I saved it for you, Chop. I want you to get the last word. Cause hey, me and Chop talk right after this game. We talked for a long time after this game.
Yeah.
We were both really frustrated about this.
Yeah.
So Chop, I secondary, man. Give me your 2 foot. I know because I know you watch a lot of film, man. I know you do. And what did you see? What did you see, bro?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw a name out there. I want everybody to go look up. And this is not popular, but that thing pissed me off. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Look up Ryan Feeder. Anybody know Ryan Feeder on the coaching staff? He's the game manager. He's the guy who prepares the team on what they need to do and what's to come. He does all the analytic work and stuff like that. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. He scoped a bad team. He prepared his team for something different than what was really on the field. Now, the second part about this, Eberflus, I've been sticking behind it, but now he doesn't learn his lesson. We know what worked on this team, and that was a 5-man front.
Okay.
It saved your linebacker and it saved your corners. You went back to a four-man rush on Jared Goff with a stick, with a Herman Monster feet of Murray as a linebacker who can't move, and they exploited him, and that's what exploited your corners. He couldn't move is the reason why Jared Goff was able to make those throws when he made them. See, before with that five-man front, that caused that pressure. Now Murray could move a little bit back along with Agent Zero. He don't have the time for those crossing routes to develop. Therefore, he protects the corners.
Mhm.
Deron Bland is a slot corner. A corner's right. He's not a zone guy. He is a true slot corner. Rebel gonna be all right. He's a rookie. He had a That's hard holding a guy like that as a rookie because Jameson is fast as hell, believe it or not. And I know where he was coming from with that. So I'm not. And Caleb Carson actually played pretty good till he got kind of banged up a little bit. But the problem is the thing that worked to help our defense was the five-man front. You have to continue this. There's no other way around. But he got cute. Now, Javion Clowney not on the field, and you rush four guys. This guy back there patting the ball, just waiting on them to go open, and he gonna stick them. There's
Yeah.
no corners in the league that can really stick with Ahmad, Hurt, St. Brown, and Jameson. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
wasn't hurt. That was a front. This guy was not hurt. I don't care what they say. He was not hurt. They got us on that one. They got us on that one. And that's our fault because we shouldn't have ever played into he's not gonna play. We should have prepared as if he was playing. And we didn't. We didn't. We thought he wasn't playing. We thought the left guard, what's his name? What's that guard name, Kuiper? Panay Sewell.
Yeah, so well, he was questionable too.
He, questionable.
Yeah.
All these guys were hurt. They got us. They got us. We played into that whole lie and they exposed us. But the first guy we need to really start checking, and it's for all the games, is Ryan Feeder. Check Ryan Feeder because this guy is coming up with a bad game plan. Yeah, I had to go deep because I was mad. I was upset. We shouldn't have looked that bad. We better than that. We are
Yep.
better than that.
Yeah. Touchdown Chargers. Anyway, so man, everything you said, Chop, everything you said, man, was spot on, man. I was so frustrated. The reason I was so frustrated, man. Number one, we always say the Cowboys cannot do these bad starts. It's like game after game after game after game. We always playing from behind. And the later in the season, we started playing better teams. And we thought it had changed when they played against Philly. We thought it changed when they played the Kansas City Chiefs. The official members of the show, not the guests.
Carter said, "I ain't French. What do you mean we?"
Yes, the guest was not sold. I gave you 1,000% that you wasn't sold. God damn, can I get my little rant out? Damn, Mikey. but seriously, man, I really thought we'd turn the corner. Now, I was telling Rue, I said, bro, I refuse to drink this Kool-Aid yet. I'm not gonna do it yet. I said, I'm waiting, I'm gonna be patient, right? But I was really so hyped about this Detroit game because the last two times we played Detroit been trying to embarrass us, right? They've been trying to hey, what's the new saying? Belt to ass to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They've been trying to put belt to ass every time they play the Cowboys, right? Ever since that little skipper report game,
Yep.
they've been trying to put it on. Right? So, but man, I was just so disappointed, man. I was disappointed in our linebacker play. I was disappointed on how they were playing Jahmyr Gibbs, how they were playing him. We knew this kid was gonna bust loose. He was gonna get healed somewhere, right? We all knew that. But just the way they played him, and I had to give the Lions props, man. They moved him to wide receiver, they moved him to flanker, they moved him to tailback, they moved him all over the damn field just to get him the ball. And I said, one day, my coaches would do shit like that. They'll move people around. If we got a stud somewhere, Let's move him around. That way we'll get a matchup on a linebacker or get Jameer Gibbs lined up on a fucking safety. That's a win. That's a win every fucking time. Okay. So
Let me ask
You
you.
know,
I want to ask you guys this, fellas. Do you guys have you guys heard the narrative of fatigue? Do you think so many games in that little span of time it just kicked in and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there was a couple
That,
because I felt like
yeah,
I honestly felt like there was a disconnect between quarterback and receivers. I just think that I don't know.
yeah.
The whole
21,
Pickens thing.
I would 21, I would agree with you if the Lions didn't play on Thanksgiving too. They played on Thanksgiving too. Okay. So only thing they did different is they didn't travel. That's the only difference to me.
That I think it was a little bit of fatigue. But going back to Jameer Gibbs, here's what I don't understand, and I would live to be burned. Wherever you see this guy line up, at least put hands on him. Line up and put hands. Don't give this guy a free release. I mean, come on now. I mean, you may get burned, but at least got because everything was timing with golf. If you watched him, throw the timing off, hit him, jam him. I mean, he gonna get his, but punch him at the line. What I mean, God, and that's the only thing I hear about Eberflus. He don't make his corners except for Rebel. Rebel is the only one that put his hands on the guy, coming off the line. Everybody else, 8 yards off, 10 yards off, waiting on him to make his move. What the hell? Are we scared to put hands on him? I mean, I don't care if he burned me after that, but at least I'm gonna throw his rhythm off a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Go.
Chop, check the private chat message if you can. But no, I don't think it's fatigue. Because the Cowboys have been doing this for a long time, and we've won a lot of games. This schedule isn't new to the Dallas Cowboys, and so I just watched Javonte Williams' interview for the Lions game, and he said he's not sore. He feels great, right? You see these guys moving around. I mean, they're going to be a little sore. That's just the nature of football. But to say that it's fatigue, no. And if it is fatigue, shame on the coaches for not putting a practice schedule better to take care of the players' bodies. So I don't buy into the fatigue thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Corner, because we do normally lose 2 games during that time every year. This time we only lost 1. You're about right.
Yeah.
We normally lose 2.
So I want to move here. 21. I want to move here. Our O line, man. Our O line became turnstiles. The Olay blocks was about to get my number 4 killed. They was about to get him killed. 21. All of a sudden, Terrence Steele has reappeared. All of a sudden, our backup tackle, who I said, hey, I want him on the field. Decided, hey, I don't want to block speed rushers on the defensive line for the Lions. Dude, oh my God. Yeah, y'all know I'm the biggest offensive line play guy here. It drives me crazy when I see Olay blocks. Okay. 21. Were we just overwhelmed? Because the last 3 games, the line hadn't pass rush, hadn't done anything.
Hadn't done anything.
Was it the Lions or was it the Cowboys? What was the issue?
I mean, like you said, we got the return of Terrence Aluminum. I mean, was it Nate Thomas?
Nate.
We had been talking, I know Big Fella praised him, in other games, how good he looked, and it looked bad. It looked bad. Like I said, I don't know, if, to me right now, the only thing that can come up is just what Corner said is the Lions were more hungry. They saw the playoff implications and they say, you know what, we got to go out there and do what we got to do because the Cowboys just looked like they didn't want to be out there. They just, that offensive lines kept getting, no help for Dak. At one point, I thought I saw Dak grimace, and I low key was like, "Oh, here we go." But he got up. He got up, and he was all right. And I was like, "Shit," But yeah, our quarterback was running.
Yeah, Kuiper, has our offensive line woes returned?
I think a little bit. I mean, you put enough film on a backup offensive tackle, teams are going to figure out how to beat them easily. But at the same time, I give credit to what the Lions did because they did bring some blitzes. They did do a lot of stunts, and they're moving Aiden Hutchinson around everywhere. So it's really hard when you got a really good linebacker like Jack Campbell coming right up the middle and pressuring Dak right off the bat. When you create a look where you get a free rusher, you make the offensive lineman think he's got to look inside and he's going outside. I give credit a lot to the Detroit Lions. But yeah, I'll scratch this as it'll happen once every now and then, but never this bad.
Chop.
I think they're about right. We got beat on the edges, and I think they did see some film, like Hyper said. And I don't think it's nothing that we haven't seen before out of those two. Nate is new and he plays both sides, but this is far his worst game. And once I was looking at the film, what I did notice we had a problem. Well, they had a problem dealing with the edge rushers with spin moves. There was spin moves almost the entire night, and they could not defend that spin move to save their necks. Now, on the run side, still did a lot better. Nate just got beat all night. I mean, he's got beat all night, man. There was no I can't make no excuse for them this time. They just got beat. They just really just got beat. That's all to it.
Man, that was disappointing. Corner. What? I'm sorry. I'm a loss for words because I'm so upset at how they played, man. Did it literally piss you off, man? It just seemed like they had no sense of urgency on the offensive line.
I don't think nothing pissed me off. I prepared myself for this, right? I think the Cowboys just were being the Cowboys. I mean, this is how they've been against the Bears, against the Panthers, against the Broncos. I mean, this ain't nothing new. This ain't the first time that it's happened in 14 weeks of the season. We've seen inconsistencies across this O-line many times, whether that's Terrence Steele, whether that's Tyler Guyton, whether that's Brock Hoppin filling in for Cooper Beebe, or whoever Johnny who filled in for Booker when he was hurt. We've seen a lot of rotation on the O line, and we've seen the consistencies of that, and that's very unfortunate because I really thought Connor Riley would come in here and coach these guys up better than this. But G Hampton on the other show. I was debating him on the offensive line coaching because he wanted to give Connor Riley props. I said, no, it's too soon to give him props. And the offensive line played better, but then they kind of fell back to their old ways. So it ain't that I'm mad. I'm disappointed how nothing has been fixed, and we've seen these inconsistencies all year.
But let me ask you this though, Corner, because after the 3-game winning streak, you didn't get a little like, okay, here we go. You just, we beat the Eagles, we beat the Chiefs. You didn't feel some type of, all right, we're rolling now. Just felt like it was coming again.
No, did you not watch the rerun on your own show, Armando?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get. Now, was I happy we won? Of course, I'm happy we won the games, but I wasn't like, oh my god, like this is looking good. We played the Raiders. I mean,
the Raiders.
You went up 21-0 against the Eagles, but the Eagles are down bad. I mean, I think they're losing to the Chargers now, right? And then the Chiefs, we just seen them get their butt whooped against the Texans, so that really doesn't justify our win either. All that says is we won 3 games. 1 on the road, a bad Raiders team. 2 at home, where the Cowboys score points. There was nothing that showed me that we can handle and keep up with the Lions. That's why I picked the Lions to win. Because the Cowboys, now if the Cowboys beat the Lions, I would have been pumped. I would have been a lot more optimistic. But we've seen this movie. We've seen the sequel. We've seen the episode. We've seen the rerun. We know this team, and I know just by my eye test that nothing changed.
So, corner. Do you think if CD wouldn't have went out, do you think it would have been a difference?
No, the Lions were determined to win that ball game.
Yeah,
We weren't. We weren't
Yeah.
determined.
Nah, you can
They
tell.
were determined.
You can see it on the field that they weren't determined, and the Lions
Yeah.
they were hungry. They knew the implications.
Yeah,
yeah,
but my whole thing is here. We knew the implications too.
It didn't
Shit,
look like it though.
we knew that the Cowboys literally basically got to win out. Okay, so this was a playoff game against the Lions. It was a playoff game. So that's why I was so frustrated with the defense and the defensive performance, especially in the coaching performance of the defense, and the offensive line play, because it was a playoff game. It was a playoff game. So go ahead, corner.
And I'm not trying to debate or argue here. Yes, we could talk about the defense. We could talk about the offensive line play. But where was the urgency at in kicking field goals and not going for it on fourth down? Where was the urgency of getting the routes open and setting up better things, right? There was no urgency. Dak was off that game too. A lot of high passes, a lot of low passes. This was a special teams, defense, and offense and coaching disaster loss. This is on everybody. We could nitpick, big fella, but we have to look at this as a whole painting here. And this was a team destroyment. All right.
Okay. I want to rebut that about the field goals. I think the Cowboys learned from their mistake when they went for fourth down and wasn't getting points. Okay.
Yeah.
If you think about it, corner, those field goals kept the Cowboys in the game until late. Okay. Because after all those field goals, we were still down 3 points. We were down 3 points. Now you can't deny that though. We were down 3 points. And if it wasn't for the special teams giving the Lions
that's it.
the ball on our 45, right after we got it, cut it to 3 after a touchdown from the offense, I think that's the difference. They decided not to make these same mistakes. So say if they went for fourth down and didn't get anything, bro, we wouldn't even been in the game.
Hold on.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna take a page out of Schottenheimer's book, big fella. Work with me here.
Okay,
is the game won in the first quarter?
No, sir.
Is the game won in the second quarter?
No, sir.
Is the game won in the third quarter? So if the game is won in the fourth quarter, why the hell are you kicking field goals in it?
Because it kept the game close and
knowing what your special team's doing and what your defense is doing, you decided to kick a field goal. You're supposed to put the dagger in the net and go score a touchdown.
But we were never up to put the dagger in. He was kicking
that's
field
when you're
goals
supposed to do it.
He was kicking the field goals to stay in there.
No, you have to go in the fourth quarter. That field goal was BS. The moment we kicked that field goal, I knew we were losing.
Okay.
Well, actually, honestly, I really truly think we lost that game on special team and the turnovers. I think that was the matchup. If you look at the yards, hold on, Courtney. If you look at the yards, you'll be like, how did Dallas get all these yards? Because we had to drive the length of the field. If you look at theirs, it's like they had less yards that they covered. And they didn't have to cover it long. We lost that game with the turnovers and special team. Like I said, it was over 200 and some yard of special team play and 3 turnovers. You're not gonna win. Offense was doing what they had to do, even without CD Lamb. Of course, the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed because the field position sucked, and they just got outmaneuvered our coach after a while. They just got our coach. They knew exactly what we wanted to do, so they would combat that whole thing. But the field possession, the position of the field was horrendous. They worked on a half of field the entire night. Now, is that an excuse? No, it's just facts. 200 some yards of special team. We've never seen that before out of Dallas. We've never seen that before out of Dallas. Defense, we've seen that before. We've never seen that. And 3 turnovers, you're not going to win. You're not going to win.
Get in this, Kuiper.
Oh, man. I think it's just At the same time, man, there was just a lot of a lot of mistakes made by the skill position players too. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna tell me George Pickens didn't have a big role in why they lost this game too? Like that dude was
Uh,
mowing around, running half-ass shit. That deep ball where he was double covered. Okay, I get the double covered. He routinely makes a catch like that though, and at least goes up for that shit. He didn't even try. It was right there for him to at least try, and he gave up. But I do agree, man. The special teams really did at least 60 or 70% of the blame because play calling changes a lot when you're at the 40-yard line rather than the 30 or the 20.
21. You want some of this?
No, I agree. I agree to some. I know that there was the big narrative of George Pickens just double teamed, right? He was always double teamed. But there some of those runs, I get if you're double teamed, but I mean if you at least make the cuts and but when you're jogging and trotting, I feel like if you're a defensive player, you're gonna be okay, he's trotting, so the ball is not gonna be there, right? And I don't know. I just think something was off. I think something was off with both CD and Pickens. What it was, I don't know. But there was something off. I think it was more than just the fatigue or the play or him being double teamed. There was more around that, and obviously we don't know, right? We don't know the circumstances, but I do feel like there was more going on there.
Come on, Corn. I'm gonna give you your last word on this.
No. What was going on was they got too big headed.
That's true. Yeah.
Dak Prescott before the football game told James Slater that it was going to be like last game. They were going to throw all pass happy.
They're going to light him up.
He should have shut the hell up.
Yeah.
The moment my buddy, fifth quarter Cowboys, he texted me that. I said Lions by 20. When Dak says stupid crap like that, this is the result you get.
I didn't like it. I didn't like
I didn't either.
I ain't like the result. No, man. No, man.
Only one I didn't like the results.
And you was at work watching it too, big fella.
No, I did good, bro. I did good. I didn't watch it. It was some guys at work kept trying to come by and holler at me. I was like, bro, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I say the big fella can't take it, man. I was about to die. I say, don't ever give me a Thursday night game again at the end of the season, Yeah. But it was good. But when I got home, and I'm fast. One good thing about watching it, trying to catch up, you can fast forward through the commercials. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that was one good thing. But man, I was really disappointed on how the game started. I really was. I was just like, here we go with this bullshit again.
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean, can I get one game where we start out on fire and we stay on fire? That's all I want to, man. I'm in that Tom Landry. Hey, Chop right there with me. We were around the same age. We was in that Tom Landry. Let's streak into the playoffs. Hey, we supposed to be prime right now because like Parcells say, you know what team you are right after Thanksgiving, right? So after Thanksgiving, we were thinking we had a pretty damn good team.
Yeah.
You were 500.
Psych.
So we thought we had a pretty good team. I know I love Corner. Know I love him. He know I love him.
I know we were 500 Corner, but after we had just seen from the Eagles game, and then the Eagles game, I get it. We came back and it was but after we had seen, we took down the last two Super Bowl winners. I got hyped. I drank the Kool-Aid. I took a sip of the Kool-Aid. I didn't drink the full cup, but I took a sip. Right. And then the Lions brought me back down to earth. I said, all right, man, yeah, I shouldn't have took that sip. But I took a sip. I thought everybody had taken a sip of the same cup.
I'll take a sip to this. Hold on. It's not the same team. The Eagles and the Chiefs, who were in the Super Bowl last year, will not be in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
You have to take it at face value. That team doesn't have Kellen Moore. You see what I'm saying? That team doesn't have a lot of the pieces that it had. It doesn't have Darius Slay. It doesn't have CJ Johnson Gardner. It doesn't have those pieces that got him there, right? So when you look at this as a whole, all we did was we beat the Chiefs, 2025 Chiefs, and we beat the 2025 Eagles. We didn't beat that Super Bowl team.
True.
The propaganda from the media always get our mind racing. Hey, we beat the two teams that was in the Super Bowl last year. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I got a few more subjects, man. Before we move on, dude, I got a few more. Look, this one here, the CD concussion, right? I understand protocol. Do you think they yanked him too quick? Do you think he was really just it was a good call by the referees? Kuiper, what did you think?
It was absolutely a good call, man. You could see as soon as he hit his head, he did a little posturing, and then he was a little. You could see he was dazed. You could see him shaking his head right then and there. You gotta go for the player safety, man. That's the utmost importance. And you could see they would say that he was telling him, "I didn't need your help. I didn't need your help." Why did you could have said something right then and there, but you didn't because you did need the help. You did need that help. So I think it was a great call, honestly.
21. Your call, was it premature or was it a good call by the ref?
Definitely a good call, but I think what CD was kind of fighting. I think it was a split second where he postured and then he snapped out of it, and I think he was trying to fight it. That's what I think he was trying to do, because if you seen him, he kept trying to like act like he kept reaching for the ball. He was trying to fight that, when you get hit in the head and you get that shakiness. I think he was just trying to fight that, but it was a good call. It was a good call. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out a couple weeks, but maybe this week, right? But it was a good call. You gotta give it up for the safety of the players, and you saw the posture right quick. It was quick, but it was there, and that was the sign right away. To pull him.
Yeah. Chop. Have they said anything about him? I know he's in the protocol, but have they cleared him yet, or is it still day to day?
No, he's in the protocol, and it after going back looking at it and did the research on it, the reason why they did it so quickly, because we was talking about it, is because there's this thing that they look for in the hands, and he did exactly what they said they had to put him for. That's why they didn't have to put him in the 10 or anything. They said once he did his hands like this, it's a movement that they call. I forgot the name of it. They said he was out of the game from that point on. He was okay on the sideline, but they said that kind of injury doesn't last. It's a split second, but for the safety of the player, they're gonna remove him out the entire game. He's the most likely to play against Minnesota, though.
Yeah, because after seeing Tua with those two terrible concussions, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, they gotta yank him. Even though we hated him because CD was actually having a good game up to that point. He was really having a really good game. And we wouldn't even be talking about George Pickens right now if CD wouldn't have got hurt. It would have been like, oh man, it was the CD Lamb show. But I'm gonna segue into that with Corner. All right, go ahead, Corner. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
It's called asphyxia. So his hands went up, and when he asphyxiates, the asphyxia. I mean, when Darryl Hamlin when he died on the field, he did the same thing. It's just part of what the brain does with your hands, but it's called asphyxia. So that's what they determined to take him out.
Yeah.
So Corner, let's stay with you, man. Let's stay with you. All right. So after the game, Richard Sherman went in on George on Pick. After that, Pick went in on Sherman. It's been a topic of discussion on the networks about. Oh, here we go. Here's George Pickens. He's showing his true colors. This and that. I want your opinion because I got my own crisatory on this one. But Corner, what did you think?
I mean, what Richard Sherman, the seat that he's in, as a former player, as a former Super Bowl champion, I think he critique players in the way that he critiqued players. I mean, he was there at the game. He's seen the effort. He knows what it's like. He knows when wide receivers are given 100%, and he knows when they're given 50%. Why? Because he guarded them. Now what he said was 100% accurate. And with George Pickens to respond, that's human nature. Somebody blasts you on a Thursday night football, Amazon Prime Time Network. Your reaction is to hit back. And George Pickens ain't no punk. He don't have punk mentality. CeeDee Lamb might have not said anything, right? George Pickens will, because he ain't a punk. And when I think George Pickens was in the wrong. Not for the statement of what he said about Sherm, but he was in the wrong with how he played, and he got called out, and he didn't like it. No one's called him out at Pittsburgh. They always just said he was a problem. This is the first time in 4 years, that Pickens has been called out for this crap. And now that he's been called out, he don't like it. So props to Sherman for calling a spade, but bad on Pickens' part for having Sherman even say that. If in a contract year, that's not good to look.
All right, so Kuiper, I'm gonna go with you, man, because I'm waiting till last. I got a lot to say about this. Kuiper, how did you think about the back and forth between him and Sherm?
Honestly, this was the first time I respected Sherman in a while. I hate the motherfucker, but I really do think what he said everybody else was thinking. You're the main guy. When CeeDee Lamb was hurt, you were the main guy, and you've shown us you can be that. But when it mattered the most, in the most important game of the season so far, he shit the bed and gave what was one of the worst wide receiver efforts you could see. I don't have a problem with him responding. A lot of players do it. Honestly, he's that dog diva. But what I had a problem was his excuses. Oh, they were doubling me. You should know that means that a receiver doesn't even have to give that much effort. Dude, you're doubled on a weekly basis. You're doubled every single week. You should never have to waiver your effort just because there's a double team.
A 21. I'm sure you got commentary on this too.
You know what? I agree with Corner about as far as what Sherm can see. Sherm was a cornerback. He knows how the receivers work, right? Obviously, he played against them, and then I'll just what Kuiper said is he said what everybody was thinking out loud. What everybody was thinking, he said it out loud. Because we saw the run when you saw the replays and all that, and you saw the jogging, the trotting. You were kind of like, okay, he's kind of half-assing it, right? So, Sherm, called a spade, and who likes to be called out on their mistakes? Not a lot of people, but some people take accountability, and some people say, you know what, F that, I'm gonna go after you, and so but like you say, when somebody attacks you, it's human nature. You want to attack back. So Pickens said, put his little post out there, deleted it. That to me, that's what I don't like. I don't like when you post something and then delete it. Like, leave it up there. If you're gonna stand on business. Leave that shit up there, right?
Yep.
So so that's what I don't like, right? Because then it leads me back to what Kuiper's saying is you're leaning on these excuses, right? The double team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that back and forth, it's it's warranted, right? Somebody's going after you, you're going to go after him, human nature. But, I do agree with Richard Sherman because, this man's played with great receivers and he knows, when somebody's half-assing a play, so kudos to him for calling him out.
All right, Chop, your thoughts on this? Okay. Come on, man.
I respect everybody on that take. Honest to God, I do. Here's where I got to push back on Richard Sherman. Of all the things that could go wrong on the football field, you went after Pickens, the guy who's been killing the league for the last I don't know how many games. You took a shot at Pickens. Now, if you wanted Dak to throw a lot of picks, then you throw the Pickens. If you wanted Flournoy to get off because Pickens was covered, then you throw the ball to Flournoy and you go somewhere else with the ball. But to pick out George Pickens, whether he was wrong or not, but to try to aim like he was the reason, because that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
He had to try to find the reason why they couldn't do anything. Well, I'm sorry, Dak did have 376 yards without George Pickens. So find another hole to do it. And then the way he did it, he was professional. I can't say nothing about it. That's what he does. He was professional when he called him out, and all the cameras started cutting up all the film on George Pickens, and then it spread it like wildfire. Well, hell, you could have did that with the doggone tackles in a big game. Why are the tackles playing like that? Why are they not holding up their blocks? But no, you went to Pickens because it is a contract year, and he's been getting all the shine all year. Okay, he had a bad game. Okay, he was out of it. Okay, y'all forgot when Pickens did start the game. That's what started the first interception. Dak went right at him, and they weren't sitting on those routes. It hit him in the hands. He should have caught it, but it hit him in the hand, and it was right there. They hit him again a couple more times. It was not working. It wasn't his night tonight. So he started drawing double coverage, taking them away from Ryan Finnery and the other. He did what he was supposed to do. Was he running half-ass on some ball? Yeah, yeah. But I don't think there's a football player in the NFL that run 100% every freaking down. Now he may have did it more because he was a decoy, and that's no excuse. But sometimes Richard Sherman, we already know how he feel about the Cowboys. We know that already. Anytime he have a chance to take a shot, he is going to take a shot. And I'm glad Pickens went right back at him very professionally because I got the whole thing right here. I saved it. He went at him he went at him very professionally, and I was proud of Pickens. And then when I heard the interview, he was even more intelligent on the interview. So it wasn't like he just said, "Man, that old Buster Richardson." No, no, no. He came out with an intelligent statement that said, this is a team game." Laughing my ass off. Stop because he said, "I'm not the only one on the team. Stop becoming an analyst to talk about one player when playing a team game. Lots of this has to go right for explosive plays." And funny because former players wouldn't know that. He said, "Richard, you should know they're not going to throw the ball to me. So why you coming at me? You know the scheme," and which he does. He said, "But everybody know Richard Sherman wasn't shit without the Legion of Boom." He said, "Ask the 49ers." We all know that too. So he was very intelligent with his situation. He said, "Much love, though. Don't speak on me unless you know the game of football as a former player, not a blank rider for analysts, and act like double team is just a thing and certain bracket coverage don't exist. Knowing you play ball shows me you just a leech weirdo." Now, and he's right because Richard Sherman knows darn well if they bracket you a certain way, most likely the quarterback is not going to go that way. But what Richard Sherman's point was valid was at least sell the route that you're running.
Yeah.
Now, I do agree with him on that. Other than that, Richard Sherman always been a hater, so I ain't giving no love to him. Good job, GP. Good job.
Well, I'm glad you had it saved. I had it memorized. Anyway, this is my only issue with the whole thing. How everybody has been waiting for the shoe to drop on George, and it's no shoe, brother. They keep comparing him to when he was in Pittsburgh. I've been saying this shit for the whole year. In Pittsburgh, he acted a certain way because they would not give him the ball, period. Not one time did he act like that because they was giving him the ball. George acted a fool because the Pittsburgh Steelers would not throw him the ball. He comes to Dallas. Guess who they throw the ball to? They throw the ball to George Pickens. George Pickens has been catching the ball. He's been doing spectacular things all fucking season. He had one bad game. All of a sudden, oh my God, here's George Pickens. There's his true colors. Bullshit. Shit. It's the Cowboys. You want something negative to talk about, some drama to start. And let's start with, hey, right now, your best receiver since CD's hurt is George Pickens. But you didn't do this the other game. Well, the other game, you know what? The other game, they wasn't bracketing him. He just beat everybody. He had a bad game. So, Dak should know. Hell, every time Dak have a bad game, he's the worst quarterback in the NFL history, right, Corner? Anyway,
Absolutely.
He's not. See? I just proved my point. Did I not just prove it? Okay. He had a bad game. It's okay. He's not Pittsburgh Steelers George Pickens, who didn't have a fucking quarterback for the 3 years he was there. He didn't. So I'm going, oh, that's my little cruciatory about this shit. No, hell no. That's my last one.
Quarter said.
Put your damn fingers down. Hey, it's like, hey, Chop, in church when you got to go to the bathroom, I'll put your goddamn finger down. You ain't got to. Oh, yes, Corner. Yes, Corner. Go ahead.
Where was your energy at? And I don't know. This is a serious question. Just saying. When CeeDee Lamb had all those drops,
I was pissed. You knew I was pissed.
So where's that same energy for George Pickens with running those sloppy routes?
The reason why is what pissed me off with CD, okay, is the reaction I get with CD after he drops shit. That shit. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all seen it, right? Whenever CD fuck that. Catch the ball. Anyway, that was my energy. I love both of them, but hey, you know how it's like your kids, but ain't nobody else talk about these motherfuckers but me. Anyway. We know. So the question is now, man, is it over for the boys? Is it over? Right now the Chargers is winning 7-3 as in the second quarter. Everybody watching the game, I'm sure y'all got it on y'all. 7-3, 11-25 in the second. This is what irritates me. The reason why I wanted the Cowboys to keep winning is because I hate depending on other people to lose. So now we're on that. We're watching other motherfuckers to lose. The only way the Cowboys get in the playoffs is they win the division. The only way they win division is if the Eagles lose. So, 21, is it over for the boys?
Never over, man. It's never over to that fat lady sings and she ain't sung yet, so it ain't over, man. It ain't over. So it's over.
21 saying that shit ain't over till it's over. Kuiper, is it over for the boys?
Man, you have no shot at making a wild card position, and the Eagles win this game, absolutely over. They lose, you maybe have like a 20% chance, but
I'll take it.
I'm like, no, man, you gotta win out against a gauntlet of opponents, dude. And the Eagles have what? The Commanders and the Giants left on their schedule?
Yeah, the Bills.
Yeah, and the Raiders.
And the Raiders, yeah. They're not losing enough games for you guys to sneak in.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm so mad at that Detroit game. Cowboy Corner, is it over for the boys? I know you said it was over 2 weeks ago, but I know the answer. But I'm gonna ask you anyway. Is it over?
Cowboys? I'm gonna give you what has to happen. Okay. The Cowboys have to win out. The Eagles need to drop 3. So if the Eagles can lose to the Chargers and the Eagles can lose to the Bills, there's 2. There's only one team that can do it, and that is the Commanders. Now, if they lose this, Kuiper's right. If they win this game, it's not happening unless the Commanders can beat them twice, right? If they lose this game, we got to be a Commander fan for 1 week. But we have to win out. But the Eagles have to drop 3. starting with this game, and we have to win out starting with the Vikings.
So they have to drop 3.
They have to drop 3. They have to lose 3 games between now. So they got the Chargers, who they're playing now, Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders. The only problem with that damn Bills game is if they pull starters because they're going to the playoffs.
Yep.
They have to lose 3, and we have to win out. But guess what, guys? Let's just build this shit for next year. No shot Cowboys make the playoffs.
All right, Chop. Is it over for the boys? Chop.
You know what? I don't know. There's more scenarios, guys, than just the Eagles losing. And I don't know if you actually went down the NFC South and NFC West. Those guys stand a chance of canceling each other, and they're treating the Cowboys tie as a win when it comes down to this bracket. So first things first, Cowboys got to win out. But the funny thing is Detroit having to play Chicago twice and somebody else in their division again. They're gonna cancel out each other in the West and in the North. Those are the cancellations. So, but our first order of business is winning out. That's our first order of business. Now, what's gonna hurt us is those losses in the conference.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
That's why your path is to the east, not in a wild card. You have to see.
Well, we would like that. We would like that, but we know the Eagles ain't dropping 3.
No.
We know that.
They could drop this game. They could drop the Bills, and the Commanders can beat them. Absolutely, they could drop 3. Absolutely.
I mean, you're right. They could, but
only reason I say that it's a bad possibility is what the Commanders did against the fucking Vikings. When the Commanders got smashed by the Vikings, I was like, oh well, shit, our season over because. I'm like, dude, because that's a winnable game for them. Because the Vikings was playing just as bad as they were, and they got smashed by the Vikings.
Jaden Daniels coming back next week.
He didn't play last week.
He should.
He didn't play against the Vikings. Dan Quinn held him out.
He got hurt.
Oh, okay.
No, he got hurt in game.
He got hurt in game.
He played and he re-injured his elbow.
The same elbow.
Oh man.
This man needs to quit doing pregame in the bathroom.
They'll get you corner. They're gonna get you corner.
He gotta lose an eye and an elbow.
He's so stupid.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love Corner. God, I love him.
Oh, this dude, what?
Yeah,
You're a bad guy, man. You're a bad guy.
So that wraps up the Cowboys line. So on to the next opponent. Our next opponent.
Oh God.
Those hated Minnesota Vikings will be strolling into AT. I think they play here, don't they? They play it.
Yeah. Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football. 5:00 Pacific time. I love that though. Shit.
They need to flex the fuck out of this game.
Hey, watch it.
Flex. They'll get a win.
They will never flex the Cowboys out of a damn Sunday night game.
NBC at prime time.
They did it once like 2 years ago.
But that's because we were just trash.
Yeah, we were trash that year.
Look, never will they flex them if they got any hope of anything. The Cowboys draw too big of a number. Ask the people in Thanksgiving, okay? Too big of a number. Too big. I'm sorry. They will not get flexed. You know, I don't like that. Don't talk about my boys like that, man. I got razzled down. I was about to walk to Tucson. But look, man, the Cowboys versus the Vikings, man, Sunday night. I was really hoping that the Vikings was actually going to be a better team, man. Then, looking at the schedule before the season started, man, I thought, man, this gauntlet, would never end when it started. Eagles, Chiefs, Lions and Minnesota. That's a hell of a gauntlet at the beginning of the season, and apparently it didn't end up in the present. So, basically, man, what Kuiper? What should we be looking for with the Cowboys versus the Vikings after the Vikings' thrilling victory over those hated Commanders?
Well, you're gonna see a lot of Brian Flores blitzing over and over, giving Dak Prescott every single different kind of look he could possibly see. You're gonna see a lot of exotic looks. You're gonna see dudes running from the line of scrimmage all the way back to a deep third. So their defense is very exotic. They're fast, and it's one of the better defenses in the NFL. But
Mhm.
offensively, man, it's guarding these tight ends because JJ McCarthy sucks.
Hey,
He
hey,
sucks. And he
hey.
can't throw to Justin Jefferson for nothing. One of the best receivers who was QB proof for almost his entire career finally found somebody who couldn't get him the ball. Come on, man.
Hey, man. Hey. Son, I told you I was gonna walk too. Son. You can't. There's certain people you can't talk shit about. Okay? McCarthy is one. He gave me my national championship at Michigan. Okay.
Hey, he might have done that, but he ain't doing
Blake
nothing.
Corum is the other one. Now, there's two people in this world you can't talk about, man. Anyway, but you're all right. He has been playing like garbage. He has. So 21, man, what's your expectation, man, in this game on Sunday night, man, versus those Vikings?
So first of all, I expect us to win, and there's one key guy, key matchup that we have to stop, and this man loves to run in Dallas, and he loves to run all over us in Dallas, and that is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, he is the Cowboy killer in Dallas, Texas. He loves to run all over us, so we gotta stop this man. You know, I know he's not in Green Bay anymore, but for some reason, every time he plays us, it's just, you know, it's the Aaron Jones show, right? So
Yeah, 915 boy. Yeah,
915 boy. But somehow you know, and they grew up Cowboy fans, right? So his dad was a big Cowboy fan. So so he loves to play at AT&T. We got to make sure, and I'm pretty sure he's had some input, you know, as far as to, you know, as you know, letting them know, hey, you know, give me the rock, right? So we'll see how that goes, but stop Aaron Jones.
All right. Chop, man, what's your thoughts on these Vikings, brother? These Vikings.
I'm piggyback off of 21. He's exactly right. That is the key. And Kuiper, he's right as well. Brian Flores has always been a problem for the Dallas Cowboys, and Aaron Jones has been the other problem. We have to give attention to those two, but I do think the Cowboys will come out with a sense of urgency in this game, and I think it's going to be a situation where they're going to do whatever they can to win this game.
Mm-hmm. All right, corner.
It's Monday. I usually do my game breakdowns around Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know much about the Vikings yet, but I will. But on paper, Cowboys should beat them. And yeah, that's all I got.
Oh. You're winning short and sweet with you. It's so awesome. Uncommon.
Yeah, but for some reason, every time I mean he's a Viking now, but for some reason, every time Aaron Jones has played at AT&T, he's killed us, man. I don't know I don't know.
Yeah, he's older though.
Yeah, he's older, and I know he's a little bit hurt now, but you know, just playing at AT&T, man, it does something. I feel like it does something to him. You know,
I'm more scared of Kyler Murray at AT&T than I am Aaron Jones. I threw that one in for Kuiper. I'm just kidding.
Man, wherever he goes to next year, he's going. If he plays out, he's whooping you.
Probably so.
I will say this: their cornerback department don't scare me. I will say that.
But that's a lot of the pressures. All the pressures that they give off, it really helped them a lot.
So with Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrove, yeah.
Well, our team does make superstars out of average quarterbacks too. So
no, don't even speak that into existence, man.
But hey, man, you think about it, man. Shit, there's some quarterbacks you think wasn't going to do anything against us, and they throw 300-400 yards on us. So, I know Kuiper is dogging out JJ, but shit, our secondary, they ass like the moonwalk instead of cover. Shit, fucking posters.
Career day defense is back.
Yeah, the career day defense is back. So we'll see. We will see. All right, man. Anybody want to pick some games?
Let's do it.
Let's pick some games and let's get the hell out of here. All right. Oh, you got to run 21, or do you want to pick?
Let's go. No, I was about to tell you, but let's go. We're good.
All right, well, let's go. Let's boogie, man. We'll go through them real quick, man. All right. Thursday night football, ATL versus Tampa Bay. I'll take Tampa Bay. 21.
Tampa Bay.
All right, Kuiper.
Shake and bake.
Chop.
Tampa Bay.
All right, corner.
Tampa.
All right, Cleveland. Hold on, sorry. Cleveland versus the Bears. I will take the Bears. 21.
Taking the Bears, big fella.
All right.
The Bears.
Chop.
Browns.
All right. Corner. Capital corner.
Bears.
All right. All right. The Ravens versus Cincinnati Ravens. Fuckers pissed me off yesterday. Give me the Bengals. 21.
Yeah, I got Joe Shiesty, man. I got the Bengals.
All right, Kuiper.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Chop.
Give me the Bengals.
Corner.
Bengals.
All right. Arizona versus Houston. Give me the Redbirds. 21.
I'll take Houston.
All right.
Give me Houston, man. We're not winning another game.
Yeah.
I beg the difference. They're gonna be Houston. All right. Chop.
Houston.
All right. Corner.
Houston.
All right. The Jets versus the Jags, man. The Jags is in first place. Give me the Scratchy Kittens. 21.
I'll take Jacksonville. They look good this weekend.
Kuiper.
Yeah, give me T-Law.
All right. Chop.
Give me them Jags.
All right. Corner.
Give me Jags for their 10th win.
All right. The Chargers versus KC. KC is done. Give me the Chargers. 21.
I'll take KC. I think they still play out.
All right. Kuiper.
Give me the Chargers.
All right. Chop.
Give me the Chargers.
Corner.
I think I picked the Chargers. Yeah, I did. I picked the Chargers.
All right. This is a good game. I like this. Buffalo at New England. New England already beat them at Orchard Park. I think the Bills will get them here. Give me the Bills. 21.
I'll take New England.
All right. Kuiper.
Give me New England.
All right. Chop.
I think the Bills take this one.
All right. Corner.
Patriots.
All right. Oh, NFC matchup, man. The Commanders versus the Giants in New York, man. Give me the Giants. 21.
I'll take the Giants.
All right. Kuiper.
Give me Washington.
All right. Chop.
Give me the Giants.
All right. Corner.
Give me the Commanders so they can get that confidence to mollywop these Eagles.
Yeah.
The Raiders versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We watching the game too. Cut. All right. Give me Philly. All right. 21.
I'll take the Raiders.
All right. Great pick. Anyway, Kuiper.
Yeah, give me Philly.
All right, Chop.
Philly.
Corner.
I need Philly to win this game so they can get Big Head off their one win and then lose again.
Yeah.
All right, this is a beautiful game. Green Bay, Denver in the Mile High. Man, I know they record, but I'm still not a believer in Denver. Give me Green Bay. 21.
Shit. I'm gonna take Denver.
All right. Kuiper.
Yeah, I'm not really a believer either. Give me Green Bay.
All right, Chop.
I got to take Denver.
Okay, Corner.
Give me Denver.
All right, give you Denver. God damn it, I wrote down the wrong name. Give me a second. Give me a second. I forgot who the Rams are playing. Give me a second. Sorry. Rams.
Lions.
The Lions. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, I was doing Denver. Yeah, all right. So it's Detroit versus this is another good damn game. Detroit and the Rams in LA. Give me the Rams. 21.
Yeah, I think Detroit let it all out this weekend, so I give me the Rams.
All right, Kuiper.
I think Detroit comes out hungrier than ever. Again, give me Detroit.
All right, that motherfucker fumbled the ball. Anyway, Chop.
Give me the Rams.
All right, and Corner.
Rams.
All right. The scratchy no, these are the Prairie Kittens versus the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Give me the Kitty Cats. 21.
I'll take the Saints off their big win.
All right. Kuiper.
Shit, I would love nothing more than the Saints to win, but give me the Prairie Kittens.
All right, Chop.
Hey, the Saints have found something. Give me the Saints.
All right, Corner.
The Saints found another loss. Give me the Panthers.
So the Colts then lost their quarterback, so their season is basically over. If they make it to the playoffs, they one and done. They here in the beautiful rainy city of Seattle. Give me the Hawks. 21.
No, man, I heard some rumblings. Colts might go after Joe Flacco, so I don't know if they're gonna be done. But yeah, I got Seattle, man. Seattle, they look dominant right now.
Yeah, Kuiper.
Not Joe Flacco. It's Philip Rivers, the man who made his own football team. But give me the Seahawks.
All right, Chop.
Seahawks.
All right, Corner.
Give me DeMarcus Lawrence and those Seahawks.
All right, Mr. Quit himself. All right, Tennessee versus San Francisco. Give me the Niners. 21.
San Francisco.
All right, Kuiper.
Steamroll Niners.
All right, Chop.
Niners.
All right, Corner.
Give me who did I pick? Give me Niners.
All right. Monday night, Miami versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me the Dolphins. 21.
Miami. I'll take Pittsburgh.
All right. Kuiper.
He always finds a way, man. Give me Tomlin.
All right, Chop.
In the cold, give me the Steelers.
All right, Corner.
Just give me the Steelers.
All right. And Sunday night.
No, Metcalf has stomach pains. Switch it to Miami.
All right, you on Miami. All right, Sunday night football. Your Dallas Cowboys versus those hated punk ass Minnesota Vikings. All right. NAT&T, Arlington, Texas. It ain't Dallas, Texas. It ain't Dallas County. It's Tarrant County, fucking Fort Worth, Texas. Goddamn it! I'm sorry for people down there where AT&T was. In lovely Tarrant County in the 817. Your Dallas Cowboys. Hey man, give me the Pokes. Give me the Cowpokes. 35-17 Cowboys. 21.
Give me the Cowboys. I'm gonna drop a 40 burger, 40-10.
All right, Kuiper.
Give me 34-13 Cowboys.
All right, Chop.
Yeah, this is hard. It'll be Cowboys, but give me 34-27.
Who's close?
All right.
Close.
All right, and Cowboy Corner, you got the last pick.
31-20 Cowboys.
All right. So, man, appreciate everybody, man. We squoze it in on this Monday Night Football. We know 21 got to go. We all watching this damn Eagle game with intensity. Man, we appreciate you, man. Everybody, like, subscribe to us, man. We appreciate you joining us. And like what Big Fella always says, Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll see you.
Cowboys.
Peace.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man.
All these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah,
Players
man.
fuck up sometimes.
Yeah. In this first day of pad, say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
Sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You'd have come out with that Waterburger in and out one, right?
I was done. We kind of light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.